month, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, 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 how we live. And they don't love us, they just love us. How we live, how we live. How we live. How we live. How we live.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Indiana Pacers are ready to go. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Right now, the Hornets are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. Southeast Division Championship within their grasp. Win this one, and it's all theirs.
And I think for Charlotte, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
And I can't see any reason why they can. I mean, they've got to be considered one of the favorites to lift the trophy for me.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. Then it's Paul George. And it's Allen in at the power forward position.
And Kid Gilchrist had that very funky jumper coming into the league. And prior to last year, really worked tirelessly. Not an easy thing to do to try to change the entire form and structure of your jump shot.
And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Walker with it. Picked up by Turner. To the paint. Here's Zeller. And he banks in the layup.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
We're about 1 minute into the first. On defense, the Hornets. 4-point game. Clark for Kid Gilchrist and his shot. It seemed to be a step in the right direction for his entire offensive game.
Well, Kevin, it was the first year of reworking that jump shot, and the mid-range percentage has gone up as a result. That's positive progress.
And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long and limber. Clarkie, he covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend three positions, and he's played big minutes for the Blazers.
Now here's Allen. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And it's Turner off the drive. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Knocks down the three ball. Ellis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And guys, now the NBA has what's called player tracking. I mean, they can show how much ground a player can cover over the course of a season. And Nicholas Batum, always amongst the leaders. 2 seasons ago, he was number 1.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Batum with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Williams. And Allen with the block. Ellis with it. He's picked up by Walker. Hill against Walker. And here's Ellis for 3. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And that's now 6 points for Monte Ellis.
And Batum with that slender build. You know, you like his height and length, but he can get pushed around at times. I think he can still stand to add some strength.
Ellis outside. Ellis draws the double. The 3 from Hill. Walker with some nice D.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
Al Jefferson is checked in for Zeller. And a change for the Pacers. Mahimi's checked in for Lavoy Allen. It's Ellis on the wing, defended by Batum, and stolen by Williams. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Batum. The quick look, no good that time.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it. You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Here's Williams. Paul George making his last shot from about 16. A shot by Williams, no good. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Outside Hill for the three. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Outside, Walker. On the wing, Batum. He kicks it to Williams. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And it's George finishing it off.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Simply got outworked under the boards, guys. I mean, that's the no-brainer of the deal. I mean, they got pushed around all game long.
And guys, over his first 3 seasons, no question, Jeremy Lamb has been a major disappointment. Clark, his game simply didn't seem to evolve at all over that time.
Well, that's why scouting is an inexact science. You know, he was a major piece in that James Harden trade, Kevin, a few years back, but just hasn't found the traction anticipated for him.
Pacers trail by 3. Lawson up top, defended by Lynn. Lawson dishes to Miles. Back to Lawson. To the middle. Jefferson with the double team. Out to Stuckey. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Kaminsky, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Hornets leading by 5. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
The kick out to Hill. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Stuckey's got his second basket of the night. And there's the pass to Kaminsky. Courtney Lee is on the wing. 2 on the clock. And the shot falls short this time. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. The Hornets on top. Hey, talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do. And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for, and one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
A lot of times, the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Jeremy Lin is out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Williams. Then it's Zeller, and it's Lee in at the 3 spot. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Charlotte. Then for the Pacers, Lavoy Allen's checked in for C.J. Miles. Paul George comes in for Solomon Hill, and it's Hill in for Rodney Stuckey.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Hill, no good.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
Charlotte making a switch here. Kid Gilchrist is checked in. Turner's checked in for Indiana. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Let's see where Charlotte sits right now in the league rankings. First in fewest turnovers per game. 5th for free throw shooting. And they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
Here's Ellis. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Ellis has got 8 points. Dan Clifford in his 3rd year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. He's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality. Maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assistant.
Both good from the line that time. Greg, talking about Walker, you have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
A shot by Batum, no good. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
And it's a tough game to lose. I mean, they actually put up a pretty solid effort, I thought. But when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Well, Greg, I think you've got to try to convert the positives. Take them into the momentum of your next game and use them for momentum. And then take what you did well and double down the efforts here tonight.
And stolen by Williams. George against Batum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Pass to Turner. It's Ellis on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Can't hit. Now Charlotte takes it the other way.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And Batum kicks to Walker. And Allen with the block. Here's George. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Jefferson's checked in for Williams. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And it's Walker penetrating. Batum passes to Zeller. Walker against Hill. Walker dishes to Zeller. That's good. Zeller's got his second bucket of the night.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him. Because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
The shot by Turner, no good. Hornets leading by 5. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Allen with the rebound. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's George. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Just 5 on the clock. A shot by Batum, no good. George with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. And George.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And some changes here for the Hornets. Kaminsky comes in for Cody Zeller, and it's Lamb in there for Nicholas Batum. And the Pacers also making a change. Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Hill. On the wing, George. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist.
Let's take a look at numbers for Turner. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 11 points a game, over 2.5 blocks and 6 rebounds. And you talk about a difference maker. He's a factor inside with his length and activity.
Exactly what you want from your bigs. Protect the rim, pound the glass, and intimidate.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Michael Kidd Gilchrist. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. And the basket by Kaminsky.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Hill has the open look. And a miss there on the triple.
You can't get in a much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
No good from Lee.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
And the shot is good from Stuckey.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Pass to Hill. Goes up the baseline. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. And a pretty tightly contested.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. That's going to do it for now as the second half is just...
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Paul George really making a difference here.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. They've got Turner. Ellis is out there with George Hill. Then there's Allen. And it's George in at the 3 slot.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
20 feet out. Walker missing again.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Hill passes to Turner. That is good.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Williams. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And guys, you know, last year Marvin Williams signed a big contract, and he did not follow that up with big production. In fact, he tied a career low in terms of his field goal percentage at only 42, and not exactly what the Hornets were expecting from their new stretch 4.
Batum attacking. There's the bucket. Good. Batum's got 6. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Deflects the pass and stolen by Zell. And here we go with Batum.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's George, and a little luck that time, but it drops. George has got 12 points in the game.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a 5-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
Kaminsky is...
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
George dishes to Mahinmi. No good. Good D by Williams.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Excellent D there from George.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans. A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Walker against Hill. The dish to Batum. From 12 feet out. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
He's really done a nice job taking advantage of his opportunities in this half.
Walker against Hill. From deep, George. Batum grabs the miss. Charlotte in the lead. And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
George against Kid Gilchrist. Hill passes to Mahinmi, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Kemba Walker picks one up. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Charlotte.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Williams. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jefferson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hornets.
He never gives up on a missed shot. He feels like every one is his, and that tip-in paid off for him.
And Miles kicks to Mahinmi. On the wing, Stuckey, covered by Lee. Fires from 14. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw drops for Hill. And he can't hit the second. Hornets leading by 5. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Lamb slams it home.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's exactly what they should have in mind here.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Up in time. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Hornets ahead as they wrap up the 3rd quarter on a 14-6 run. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. Zeller and Jefferson are inside. Jeremy Lin is out there with Lee. And it's Lamb at the 3. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Jefferson. Takes it off the glass. Jefferson's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Hornets.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Hornets leading by 6. Outside, Lin. It's Jefferson high post. Zeller dishes to Lee. 6 to shoot. And right through it goes. And the Hornets lead by 8.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
The Pacers call time here.
You know, and for Cody Zeller, after that promising rookie campaign, he just did not tear it up in year 2. In fact, his production only improved slightly, but that was mostly due to the increase in playing time. Talented guy, no doubt, just still trying to find his way in the league.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
George is checked in for Indiana. And for Cody Zeller, Greg, there's a reason he was the 4th overall pick back in 2013. He showed the size and athleticism to be a difference maker in college. And Clark, now he has to do it at the pro level as well. And I think people are pretty confident he can.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with those folks myself because he does have the tools. It's now a matter of transitioning and becoming a little better shooting the ball than he's shown.
Outside, George got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Turner's checked in for Indiana. Lavoy Allen comes in for Hill. And so it's Indiana with it. They trail by 9 points.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Allen a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Williams with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
How about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
And George, here we go. Zeller with the double team. Hangs in the air. It's deflected. Ellis against Batum. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Zeller. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Hill passes to George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Hornets timeout call.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And we all know about Paul George and his injury while with Team USA. I mean, he has still said that he would consider playing international ball.
Walker against Hill. Walker's shot is off.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And George, here we go. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his back. And as you can see, he now goes with 13 after making the switch prior to last year.
And with Paul George going with the number 13 now, as you can see, helps with his nickname, PG-13.
Yeah, that's a good nickname, a nice fit. Young Tracy, as he likes to go by on Twitter, he said himself that it was about embracing his stature and stardom in the league. Nice way to do it.
Allen with the screen for George. Here's Turner. The Hornets pull it in.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Pacers trail by 12. The three from George. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Hill. It's George on the wing. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, how about Paul George in this one? He has 18 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
And the Hornets making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Charlotte leading by 10. Outside, Batum. Right side, Williams. Outside, Walker. Five to shoot. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's sent back by Hill. George with the ball. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. George, no good. For Charlotte, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Shots good by Walker.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Over in the corner, Ellis. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Shoots off the step back, and the jumper falls for him.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Hornets.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Williams. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Moves back up, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Kaminsky is checked in for Jefferson. Lee comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Turner. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And it's Lawson in for George Hill. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Allen with the block. And he recovers it. Williams dishes to Kaminsky. Charlotte no good that time either. Out left to the wing. Outside for Lawson. They get it back. Right side, Lynn. Lamb misses. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Al, this was a game where you...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan Player of the Game. Tonight, we saw all the reasons why he's been an established presence in this league for as long as he has. Clutch play from a great veteran.
Tonight, it was all about ball pressure with him. He was on his man like glue all game, just being a pest out there. He came away with 6 steals for the game. His defense came to play in a big way.
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.